All right, so I had to react to this from the OBS because this video is so long. There's no way I could just do a simple, the way I usually do it.
I'm really going to say this as nicely as I can. If you are a woman and you are saying that you have a dream job, you are a special type of stupid. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't dream of working. I don't dream of having a job. And you know what? It used to be a point in time where women didn't have to work. All they had to do was do their husband's laundry and make him dinner and have sex with him every once in a while, and they didn't have to work. But
do their husband's laundry and do them. That's it. That's all they used to have to do.
Guess what? Women do have to work. And that's the problem with this society right now. But you know what? I'm going to add my little 2 cents to it. And here we go. Management positions are for men. Women should not be in management positions because women do not know how to handle power. As if this is a big shocker. Men were created to be in positions of power. Men were created to lead. Women were created to follow. Men are smarter than women.
But as far as the intelligence of women, some people think that women are like dumber than men, and then some women think all types of things like that. But if you actually look at the data, there's really no difference between the level of male intelligence and female intelligence. The only different thing is the respective areas of interest as far as where they put their intellect towards. So there's geniuses in every single, from male and female, there's geniuses all across. It's not contingent upon if a person's a male or female. I do agree with her when she says that men were created to lead and women were created to follow. My dad made a good point in a video a long time ago. He said that when women have positions of leadership in corporate America and things like that, they take on a masculine role. They literally have the masculine energy in order to effectively do that job, because you can't be feminine and be successful at those dominant, masculine, highly aggressive, highly competitive positions, because competitiveness is not feminine nature, that's masculine nature. I'm not gonna get into all that.
Are stronger than women. Why is this such a big shocker in today's day and age? Every time I look on TV, women have been upgraded to all these new fancy positions. You got women out here, they want to be captains of ships. They want to be police officers and firefighters. That's so stupid. If I'm ever in need of some sort of help, do not send a female police officer to my door. Do not come to my house. If you are a female firefighter, do not come to my house. Period. And I'm on record saying that every time I see a woman in a position of authority, I think 2 things. She's in over her head and she doesn't know what she's doing. And why would I want a female firefighter or a female police officer showing up to my house? Everything y'all do, y'all need a man for backup. Might as well just send the man. Didn't nobody tell y'all to apply for these jobs? You know that stuff is too heavy for you guys to lug up all of those stairs. Why would I have a woman try to defend me on my behalf? If I call the police, if I call 911, I want the biggest, strongest man on the police force to come to my door. I don't want some woman. Do not send a woman to my house. I don't care if she's 6 feet tall. Stay where you are.
It's true. I mean, men were created to provide and protect. Women were created to nurture and cultivate. And for some reason, I think because we live in such a beautiful nation as far as like having abundance and having resources and so many opportunities and stuff, that women kind of lost their way as far as like, there's nothing wrong with being in the community, being a housewife, or being a woman that does all the nurturing things, like raises the children and raises the children within the community. And I mean, we lost the aspect of community because women are now going to the workforce and doing things like men. Y'all not really built to handle that. Y'all are emotional. We're more logical.
Literally, the only thing a female police officer can do is to point me to a male police officer.
I mean, I don't know, but if a female police officer, let's just, we got technology now. She got that blicky on hand. I mean, it don't matter. Anybody's scared with a blicky on hand. That blicky's stronger than the strongest man in the world.
So strong, women can do anything. Women can do everything. Women can't do jack squat without men. If you ask people to list off what is the one thing, what's the strongest and the toughest thing that women do? Bear children. That's the #1 thing they'll tell you, bear children. Guess what? A man had to invent the freaking epidural for women to have children in freaking peace.
That's a good point. I feel like women are so unappreciative of all the contributions that men have made to society. Even like the house they live in, the car they drive, everything that most of everything that they have, 99% of everything is from men trying to make our lives better. And it's like there's no appreciation.
You needed a man's help for the hardest thing that women do. All your husband wanted you to do is freaking sweep the floor and have sex with him when he comes home from work. Why is that so hard? Half of y'all out on the internet selling your next will give it to a man that's paying the mortgage. This is crazy. No, but you call it empowerment. It's empowerment when you sell it for $5. It's weakness. It's you're weak and you're dumb and you're stupid if you give it to your husband who's taking care of you. That's dumb. You sell it for $5 on OnlyFans. That's empowerment. Y'all are so stupid. Like, literally stay away from me with all.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to like minimalize what a woman, like a housewife, what she goes through or anything like that. But y'all really did have it, like women, y'all really did have it really good. I mean, we as men, we're always, whether y'all go up to the workforce or not, one thing that has not changed about men is the expectation for men to protect and provide and go out there and be something and do great things and take care of your family. It don't matter how modern the world has become, that expectation is still on men. So what I'm saying is, y'all had it really good. Y'all were safe. Y'all were away from danger. Y'all were away from the stresses of the world. Y'all just dealt with the household and the community. The communities were a lot better back then, by the way. And y'all wanted more. It was like, I don't know what that was for. Y'all had a great life.
Women out here trying to,
I don't know,
everything, y'all are running everything in the ground. Go home and do some laundry and raise your kids. And male pilots. And now that a pair of panties is close to the cockpit, I would never get on an airplane knowing full well that there's a female pilot. I would never do it. My life is in jeopardy. My life is at risk. Why would I risk my life? You got a whole bunch of stupid people that will sit there, well, a woman can do anything a man can do. Well, you sit your dumb ass there, you sit on that plane and watch it crash.
I don't know about all that, but men are known to be better at spatial reasoning than women. And then some people might say, well, why is men's insurance higher than women? Well, I feel like men are more reckless in the decisions they make when it comes to driving. But if you think, I heard actually Andrew Tate talking about it because they asked the same question. If you take 10 guys and try to make them park in a very difficult spot, like a tight squeeze, take 10 guys and random guys and say park there, and 10 females and say park there, the 10 guys, high possibility that 10 guys are going to park with a higher accuracy than the 10 females, just because simply men are wired to have spatial reasoning and logic and measurements and stuff like that. This is how men are. That's how men are. So when it comes to flying a plane and stuff like that, not that women aren't able to fly planes. They can. There's women there's always exceptions, but you know that men are typically better at things like that. That's, you know, and that's a very, there's no room for error when it comes to flying planes. So I can see why she would say, I would want a man. And I would want men too. I'm just going to be real. Given all the things I just talked about, I would want a man to be my pilot as opposed to a woman. I would want a woman to be my pilot, you know. But I don't think it's impossible for a woman to be great at being a pilot. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, there's always exceptions. But typically, I'd rather have a man.
I'm not going to do that. It ain't supposed to be no female surgeons either. All these positions of power are for men. I don't want no female operating on me. For what?
I don't know about that, because females are very, very good with their hands. That's one thing females, I mean, if you look at all the hair salons and hairstyles, women are good with their hands, so I don't know about that.
All you need to do is to pass the scalpel, pass this, pass that. You ain't supposed to be calling shots. Not over me. You're not going to be calling no shots over me. Always trying to run something. Wipe his forehead. Don't need you sitting up here talking about, well, I think, don't nobody care what you think, Mary Beth. Don't nobody care what you think.
Where's she?
Elizabeth.
Where's she from?
These crazy freaking white feminists leading this world to hell. And here come the black women. Okay, here we come.
Do I agree with everything she says? For the most part, I agree with a lot of what she says. I disagree with certain things. I don't think that women are less intelligent than men. I don't think that. But I do think that men are supposed to have, here's the thing. Women, in the modern day, women are so confusing because they say that they want to be independent. They want all these different types of things, but then they still expect the man to be dominant. They still expect the man to be an alpha male. She only wants to, She only wants to, if she's going to date with somebody, she's only going to want to date somebody that displays dominant alpha characteristics. It makes no sense. It's like, do you want to be a man or do you want to be a woman? You're doing everything like a man, and then you want to get a man that's more alpha than you, and just don't nobody want yet that energy when it comes to relationship. It's confusing. I feel like equal rights and, like she said, the feminism thing destroyed a lot of things for the society and the order that the society had. The family structure, the nuclear family, all those types of things. But hey, listen, change is the only thing that's constant. So it may not always be good change, but it's the only thing that's constant. So I'm glad y'all watched it. What y'all think?